All right, I'll take you along with me while I do a little feeding and checking on the animals. So this is the colony. I used to call this the garden area. I'm going to start calling it the stockyard. Colony number 2. So the pigs have eaten all of their food. There's their little plastic dish that I use, and I set these concrete blocks around and put their dish in the middle so that I could reach it. You know, they would not pull it out, but they keep pulling it out, and so I have to go in there and put it back in its spot. But the Silkies really enjoy the pig food, so they're waiting for the pig food also. The pigs used to run the Silkies off and chase them off from the food, but they tolerate each other now and get along. You can see the bunny right there. That is the female, I believe, from here. And the male, don't know where he's at right now. Of course, the Copper Marans, the hen and the rooster is all I have. One hen and one rooster. So I'm hoping to get some eggs and keep that line going in here. Of course, this is the colony that I've shown. Now the tunnel is just right for the rabbits, lets the rabbits in, keeps the chickens and the pigs out. And then the diving board and the tunnel and the ramp right here, so the chickens can get into their food right here and their water. Now what I want to do is I want to put in a rain gutter that will go through the rabbit coop and stick into the colony area and come over here and stick into the chicken area. Now this is the chicken area with the chicken feed in it. And then right here, this cage, this old dog cage, is where the rabbit area, and there's the rabbit tunnel right there. Of course, the J feeders with the rabbit food in it. And that way, with one water gutter running through there, I can lay a heat pipe in there, put it inside some PVC, and that will keep the water thawed out. And I'll just have this one spot to put water in and keep it thawed out. And that'll be for the chickens here, for the rabbits here, and for the pigs and whatever's out in the stockyard right there. So let's walk in here, and I will put their feed bucket back in the right spot. Turn the fence off here. As you can see, I had to add in these white fabric type electric fence to keep the pigs in. So this is all kind of temporary, but if I need to get into the gates, I can just pull these stakes up. They're real easy, and access the gates right there. Let me run over here and grab the pigs' little put this back where it belongs. That way I can feed them. There's a hole in the fence right here, and I can feed them right through there. They've got their little hut down there. They've been knocking over my 2x4s that hold up the netting, but we'll do something. We'll tie those down here shortly. Now, I'll take you in here. I know the rabbits don't like it, but I want to show you how these little guys are coming along. The rabbits hate it when I come. Oh, the Silkies are out of water. Gonna have to get some water for them. But here is these little guys, and boy, are they getting fat. Mama doesn't like it at all when she says, she says, "What are you doing?" She'll get pretty excited if I stick my hand down in there. See, here she comes over. She's ready to defend that little spot. So as soon as I stick my hand in there, she's right on it. So they're getting big. They're getting good and big in there. I guess there's a bunch in there. I know. She does not want me messing with them. So usually when they're in the cage, they'll let me check the babies, but count them and all that, but that's okay. I was hoping that the Silkies, when I looked in here last night, they were actually sitting on these eggs here, but I see they're all scattered around now and dirty, so I don't know if anybody's gonna go broody on those or not. We'll have to see. I temporarily moved their feed up to here so that the rabbits and all that would quit eating that. I guess when you're watering rabbits, silkies, all that in one little area, you're gonna have to put water out more often. So I grabbed their water containers and I'll fill those up. Let me put some pig food out because they're actually poking me in the back. When I was over there checking on the rabbits, they were poking me in the back saying, hey, where's our food? Let's go around here and I'll see. Oh, that's the chicken. That's the chicken feed. Here's the pig one. Haven't got used to this new setup over here. Now, they're gonna stand in that. They're gonna take and stand in that bowl. But what I do is I just wait until I just hold it over here and I wait till they back up. Something like that. So that'll be plenty for them. I put these little metal covers over the handles of these galvanized cans because the rainwater actually gets in there and starts to rot the food out. Let's check on the Silkie chicks over here. I've got so much going on with that fence. I'm just pressing to get that fence done. When it's fall and spring, that's when you just really have to go as hard as you can around the farm because the weather is so nice. And I'm pushing to get that fence done, and then I have a list of repairs and things that need to be done. So hauling this trash off has been postponed again and again and again, but we are going to get that out. And oh, happy day when we get that trash out of here. But oh, they have plenty of food. They still have some left in that one, but they're pretty much down for the evening. We'll just take a quick look and see how everybody's doing. Yeah, they're getting bigger. Now what I want to do is I'm going to let them stay in here with this one hen until I get the colony finished up. I need to build what I want to do with the Silkies before I move them back over to the Silkie coop, which is that one that we just came from. I want to put in an access so they can free range. They can actually come out into this area and free range. I may put a tunnel in from there out into the stockyard, second colony, whatever you want to call it, and let them access this. But I really don't like them eating the pig food. That was the cheapest bag of feed that I could get, came with the pigs, and I'd like to get better feed, and so that the eggs for the Silkies aren't whatever that junk. I think I paid $20 for a 100-pound bag of pig's feed, so I'm sure that's not the best for the chickens. We want to stay as organic as we can around here, GMO free and all that. Well, let me get the waterers filled up. That's hard to do while holding the camera. I've got these two waterers right here for the Silkies. I'll get them filled up. Let me walk you over here. This is the plywood. I finally got the plywood. It's $50 a sheet, and I'm going to use those concrete blocks that are over there stacked up right there to make like a shelter. just a quick piece of plywood with some felt roofing over it. But I'm gonna put in right here, I had it originally, a hole right here in the fence, and I could put the plywood up over the hole at night, but let the Silkies free range out here. Now that there is no big red rooster with the red hens, he got so old and got mites and everything, I had to unfortunately say goodbye to him. But the rabbits are still uptight about me checking on that. So that'll be the Silkie area. And like I was saying, I want to build a tunnel that will run from the Silkie coop tunnel right through the fence, and then have what I call my diving board right here. That way the chickens can hop up there, but the rabbits can't get into the chicken coop or the chicken area, and keep the rabbits out of there. But we're gonna wait until this family is ready to move out, and I'll catch them in a have-a-heart, and I will put them in that other dog kennel I showed you over there with the J feeders and all that, so they'll know where it's at. Plug the hole, let them get familiar with that. Then I'll unplug it, and they can have the whole stockyard, and I'll put in a rabbit area back there in one of the FEMA camps. So there's a little bit of shuffling. That's one thing about being on the homestead. You're always adjusting and reconfiguring and adapting to what's going on, whether it's just things come up, different designs, different animals, and so I'm constantly adapting and reusing and refitting. You're never done. You're never done building. You're never done changing, adapting, and fixing things to where they flow together. But I feel like we're getting closer, especially since we've introduced so many new animals to the farm. You know, we've got goats, we've got pigs, we've got sheep coming, we've got the black soldier fly, we had the catfish out there. I don't think that worked out so well. I have to do a video on that later, but just be prepared if you're getting into this homesteading, to be ready for change and to adapt with whatever the farm is telling you that it needs. Well, I'm gonna put this down and do some watering and feeding, and y'all have a good evening.